What if I told you that one of the most iconic gaming devices in history was built using technology that was already considered outdated? How did a simple gray brick become a cornerstone of the gaming world and sell over 118 million units worldwide? Today, we're uncovering the unbelievable engineering behind Nintendo's Game Boy. Stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome back to Discover Daily. If you're new here, I'm Julia, and on this channel we delve into the fascinating world of engineering marvels and technological innovations. If you love exploring the incredible stories behind your favorite gadgets and infrastructures, hit that subscribe button and join our curious community. Today, we're diving into the unbelievable engineering behind one of the most iconic handheld gaming devices ever created, Nintendo's Game Boy. Let's get started. To truly appreciate the engineering brilliance of the Game Boy, we need to go back to its inception. The year was 1989, and Nintendo was already a major player in the gaming industry. They had scored massive hits with the Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, and the recently launched Super Nintendo Entertainment System, SNES. However, they wanted to create a portable gaming device that could bring the joy of gaming to people anywhere, anytime. This ambitious goal led to the creation of the Game Boy, a device that would go on to sell over 118 million units worldwide and become a cultural icon. The Game Boy wasn't Nintendo's first foray into handheld gaming. In fact, they had already seen success with their Game & Watch series, a line of handheld electronic games. But the Game Boy was different. It wasn't just a single game on a handheld device, it was a platform capable of playing a wide variety of games from interchangeable cartridges. This was a game changer, pun intended, and it required some truly innovative engineering to make it a reality. At the heart of this innovation was Gunpei Yokoi, a visionary engineer and game designer at Nintendo. Yokoi's philosophy of lateral thinking with withered technology was crucial in the Game Boy's development. This philosophy emphasized using proven, reliable technology in new and creative ways rather than pushing for cutting-edge, untested advancements. This approach not only kept costs down, but also ensured the device's durability and longevity. Yokoi had already demonstrated the power of this approach with the Game & Watch series and the groundbreaking D-pad controller. For the Game Boy, he and his team selected components that were not the latest or most powerful, but reliable and energy efficient. This decision was pivotal in creating a device that was both affordable and long-lasting. Now, let's talk about the hardware that made the Game Boy a marvel of engineering. The Game Boy featured a Zilog Z80 processor, running at 4.19 MHz. While this might sound modest by today's standards, it was more than enough to power the engaging games of that era. The choice of a monochrome LCD screen was another strategic decision. It not only conserved battery life, but also made the device affordable for a wider audience. The Game Boy's 160 x 144 pixel screen with 4 shades of gray might seem primitive, but it was a brilliant choice for its time. It provided clear, crisp visuals without draining the batteries too quickly. Speaking of batteries, the Game Boy was powered by 4 AA batteries, which could provide up to 30 hours of gameplay. This long battery life was a game changer, making the Game Boy a truly portable gaming device. Inside, the Game Boy was a masterclass in efficient design. The Z80 processor was paired with 8 KB of RAM and 8 KB of VRAM, which, while limited, were perfectly sufficient for the types of games the system was designed to play. The sound system, handled by a custom chip, provided simple yet effective audio that complemented the gameplay without draining too much power. The design of the Game Boy was another aspect of its engineering genius. It was built to be durable and user-friendly. The D-pad and button layout were intuitive, and the device was small enough to fit comfortably in your hands, but large enough to withstand the rigors of daily use. There are countless stories of Game Boys surviving drops, spills, and other mishaps, a testament to their robust engineering. One famous story is about a Game Boy that survived a bombing during the Gulf War. The device was charred and partially melted, yet it still functioned and could play games. This kind of durability endeared the Game Boy to its users and contributed to its legendary status. This ruggedness was no accident. It was the result of thoughtful design and careful engineering. Of course, hardware alone doesn't make a gaming device successful. The Game Boy also boasted an incredible library of games, thanks to its accessible hardware and Nintendo's support for developers. Iconic titles like Tetris, Super Mario Land, and Pokémon Red and Blue became synonymous with the Game Boy experience. Tetris, which came bundled with the Game Boy, was a masterstroke. Its addictive gameplay and simple mechanics were perfect for short, portable gaming sessions. Super Mario Land brought the beloved Mario franchise to the handheld format, and Pokémon Red and Blue revolutionized portable RPG gaming, creating a phenomenon that still endures today. The simplicity of the Game Boy's hardware also made it accessible for developers. Many game designers have fond memories of working within the constraints of the Game Boy's capabilities to create innovative and engaging games. This fostered a thriving ecosystem of first-party and third-party titles, ensuring that there was always something new and exciting for players to enjoy. The impact of the Game Boy on technology and gaming culture cannot be overstated. It proved that portable gaming could be both fun and commercially successful. The Game Boy's success paved the way for future handheld consoles, from the Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance to the Nintendo, DS, and the Switch. The Game Boy also demonstrated the importance of balancing innovation with reliability. By using established technology in creative ways, Nintendo created a device that was affordable, durable, and immensely popular. This lesson continues to influence product design and engineering to this day. Beyond gaming, the principles applied in the Game Boy's development can be seen in various tech innovations. The focus on user experience, durability, and efficient design is evident in many modern gadgets, from smartphones to other portable electronics. Even today, the Game Boy holds a special place in the hearts of many gamers. Its simplicity, durability, and the sheer joy it brought to countless people make it a beloved piece of gaming history. The resurgence of retro gaming and the popularity of Game Boy emulators and modding communities are testaments to its enduring legacy. From custom shells and backlit screens to new homebrew games, the Game Boy continues to inspire creativity and innovation. It's incredible to see how a device from 1989 can still captivate and inspire people today. The Game Boy's influence can also be seen in the thriving retro gaming community. Enthusiasts and collectors celebrate its history and continue to find new ways to enhance and enjoy this classic device. Whether through meticulous restorations or innovative modifications, the Game Boy lives on as a testament to timeless engineering. The Game Boy is more than just a piece of gaming hardware. It's a symbol of engineering ingenuity, visionary design, and the power of accessible technology. Its story is a reminder that sometimes, the most revolutionary products come from rethinking and repurposing existing technology in new and creative ways. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the unbelievable engineering behind Nintendo's Game Boy. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. And as always, stay curious.